Shrine softball coach Donnie Danklefsen is our guest today. Coach, how are you?
Great, thanks for having me.
Are you having some fun, more fun this spring than you did last spring?
Yeah, I mean, just the anticipation of getting back out and getting the team together and doing what we love. Obviously, it's a little bit different this year, but just couldn't wait to get back and get started.
4-2 start through 6 games. How do you evaluate your team so far?
We're young, inexperienced, and we're learning on the fly. We've seen some very good pitching, you know, in All-American, All-Region kids. It's only going to make us better all year long. So nice to be 6-0, but the schedule we had in front of us was very challenging, and it's going to make us better.
We had Hannah Campman on last week, and she's one of the most decorated athletes on our campus. She was the MIAA Pitcher of the Year a couple years ago. She talked about what it meant to her to lose a season last year and then to be back now and just appreciating everything a little bit more. Do you see that with a lot of your older players, like, wow, this is actually a really special opportunity that we have?
Yeah, I think getting it taken away, obviously, in life makes you really appreciate things more. And given that speech last year telling we were done was probably one of the hardest things I've ever done. So to have them back this year, you kind of see a little more joy and a little more appreciation each day for even the little things that they're getting to compete and just play.
How about Hannah as your starting pitcher? Obviously, she's off to a great start, 1.50 ERA. She's somebody you feel good about putting out there all the time, don't you?
Yeah, you just feel like, hey, with Hannah on the mound, the experience that we've been through, it's a game you should win. I don't care who we're playing, you expect to win when she's on the mound, especially where our defense is playing already.
Anna Keppel is somebody who's been in a bunch of my classes, so I've gotten to know her a lot, and she obviously looks up to Hannah and sees her as kind of a mentor, but she's settling into that role, maybe playing the second game of the doubleheader. How's her progress been coming along?
It's been great. She's been a lot more accurate. Last year, in the 10 games we played, she gave a run every first inning, and this year she's been great. She's a lot more confident. You can just see it, you know, now she understands what's going on, what a college hitter looks like, and just a lot more fluid in what she's doing. And you see her a lot more relaxed and just enjoying the opportunities.
Getting out there and playing a little bit. Amanda Prather?
Prather, yes.
Yeah, has been bombing the ball a little bit. 5 ribeyes already. She has a home run, hitting for a little bit of power. Bailey Vandegiesen, 4 RBIs. Ashley Swart out. I mean, these kids are hitting the ball well and producing, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to see them only get better. I mean, we don't realize this. We lost 4 weeks of training. So we lost 4 weeks of breaking down our offense. And we used to go 2 weeks of tee work, and then a ball finally moves. We had to toss the ball the first day of practice because we really had 3 weeks to get ready. So we are way behind schedule offensively. I mean, some teams are already playing games, and we didn't start practice yet. So we're just trying to pace ourselves to get back into a rhythm. But no, Prather is as good a hitter as you're going to find. I think she's one of the best defensive hitters in the country. Ashley, when she relaxes and just stays loose, has great hands. But you're going to see our offense each week just get a little more comfortable.
How can you, during the season, improve on that? Obviously, they're seeing live pitching during games. Obviously, a limited practice time now. What can you do at practice to help that accelerate?
We still do individual hitting twice a week.
Okay.
So the kids get an hour one-on-one time, and that's where we're going to break things back down, go back to the film, go back to what they're doing, what we saw, and just break things down piece by piece and go back from the ground and work our way back up. But basically right now you saw some of our young kids this weekend, they've never seen a ball move like that. They've never seen a 60-mile-an-hour curveball break like that, a rise ball jump like that. So it's only going to make them stronger and understand what we're talking about now when we say our strategies and our game plans.
Ellie Trine has 5 runs scored. Her last name is Trine, which is really fun. But she's been out on the base paths and putting some runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, when Ellie is aggressive, she's very talented. Ellie's also a kid that played center field last year, now playing second base. Just had to make a quick change, and she's done a really good job adjusting to that. It gives us a very athletic outfield. After our first game, several coaches called me and said, "What's going on with you? You had 4 slappers, 4 lefties. You stole bases. You're quick and you're fast." That's not a Trine team. So we have a much different look this year. We're still trying to adapt to that style.
And that's an interesting point. A lot of coaches, the best coaches are known for adapting to the talent that they have. You know, maybe you have to adjust your system or get out of your comfort zone as a coach a little bit. Has that been the case for you this year?
For sure. I remind myself, hey, we have to bunt, we have to slap now. And we're used to sitting back and hitting 3 to 4 home runs, you know, a doubleheader and scoring runs like that. So I have to remind myself, hey, we have to adjust to who we have and use our speed. And you're starting to see that come into play and get a little more comfortable.
This is your 17th year. You started back in 2004.
Yep.
Multiple trips to the D3 National Championship Series, multiple league and regional titles. I mean, you're just hanging accomplishment after accomplishment up there. And yet every time I talk to you, I can tell you're still thirsty, like you want more.
Yes.
What drives you even now after all of this success to just still want it for your kids?
It's just getting up every day and just seeing our kids grow, watch them get better. And as much joy as they have just playing and practicing, that motivates every day as a coach to make sure you keep bringing new ideas and keep improving them and challenging them. We started this with one goal, win the national championship, and we haven't got there. We've been close. I think it's something we can still do and reach. But I've been blessed with a great staff for almost, I think, over 10 years now with Coach Smith, Coach Harvey. Most staff don't have that fluid continuity that we have, and it works really well together. So it's been great.
When they hired you in 2004, did you ever imagine that you'd be the most tenured or second most tenured coach at Trine University? I mean, you've been here for a while now, and that's a great testament to the stability of your program.
No, I did not see it going like this. It's kind of one of those things. We took a chance, and luckily people believed in what I could do as a coach and as a leader. But it's been blessed with great student athletes that are really good in the classroom, that love the game of softball, and that just keep working and trying to grow this program together.
One of the most well-known people on campus is Brooke Cunningham. She's a PA announcer for volleyball. She works the hockey games. She does basketball with me on the Trine Network. She was going to be an assistant or a student coach this year. I got a text from her last weekend that she'd gotten her jersey back, and you could just even through the text message see the emotion. You told me before that that was a special moment for you to be able to bring her back on.
Yes, we should have filmed it. It would have been it would have blow up like the trick play. But sometimes in coaching you have moments that you'll never forget. And so we had some injuries and people concussed, and so I called her and said, "Hey, Brooke, get your physical in. You're putting a jersey on." And she just basically collapsed and broke down in tears and yelling and screaming like Brooke does. And I even had a little bit of tears knowing that how excited she was to come back. And when I told the team that she was coming back in uniform, they were equally as excited because they know how much she's invested, how hard she works, and one of those great moments that I will never forget.
The dugout just got a little more lively.
Yes, she definitely brings some energy, for sure. You never know what she's going to be doing.
Coach Danklefsen, let's hear about what's coming up next for you. Obviously, games 2-3 times a week now. You guys are going to be really busy for the next few weeks, right?
Yeah, we actually have home games Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, on the road Saturday. Luckily, we have 5 pitchers we feel comfortable with, so we can maintain that. I think you're just going to see this team just keep growing. And again, they're not sure how far I go left, how far I have to go right. That's not there yet. And you can only get that in a game. You can try to get it into practice, and we do our best to simulate that. But the communication's been good, the leadership's been good. They've worked really hard, and they believe they can do special things. And I think when the offense meets the defense, we're going to be pretty tough come May.
Trine University is extremely proud of its softball team, and Coach, you've done a fantastic job with it. Continued success and have fun this season.
Thank you, appreciate it. Go Thunder.